Can you just get a supervisor?
No, can you stop talking?
I want to see a supervisor.
Okay. One is not going to appear in front of you because you asked for one.
You can call a supervisor.
Oh, you can wait, can't you?
Call a supervisor.
Don't I got to call your tag out first? Can't you wait?
That's fine. You can do that.
Okay, well, you'll wait for a supervisor. If an officer tells me to do something, I'm going to do it. Because you know when you say no to an officer, do you know what that means? It means you're resisting. No, I can explain this to you, and because it's an education thing. If you don't want it to be an education thing, I can take you to the county jail for resisting and trespassing the county park, and your dad can bail you out of jail. Do you want to do it that route? It's a $1,000 bond.
What's good, YouTube? It's BB Cast back in with another video and another reaction. And in today's video is from Melbourne, Florida, where this Melbourne police officer pulled up on this guy right here, all because he was at the beach a little bit after hours, where usually they just let him go. But the way how this officer treated him was really crazy. Put him in handcuffs, put him in the back of the car, all because he didn't want to respect him. And this officer said, if you don't respect me or listen to me, I could just take you to jail. That's the whole time how this officer was being on a power trip was just crazy. I'm gonna watch it, get my reaction. Let me know what y'all thinking about in the comment section. Let's get into the video.
You step out because you're in the beach after hours. If you refuse to step out, I'm going to take you to jail for trespassing the beach after hours and resisting.
Whatever, man. I don't understand why you're being like this.
Like what? I explained the law to you a couple of times and you haven't got it yet. Have I not explained to you that you're in the beach after hours?
Yeah, but this is like ridiculous. There's no. I don't understand where. I'm just gonna do what you say. I'm not even gonna argue.
Don't see why you would.
I just feel like this is ridiculous.
Well, regardless of what you feel, it's the law.
Where's the sign that says
It's
that?
right at the entrance. And it's one over there. And it's one over there.
Can I at least see it?
No, after. Remember I explained to you that I'll show you it? I'll show you the law?
Whatever.
It's not a whatever. It's a yes or no. Did I not explain to you that I was going to show you the law?
Yeah, that's fine. You can jump in.
I'm asking you a question. It was a yes or no. Did I tell you that I was going to show you the law if you wanted to see it?
You did.
I did. Okay. Now I can show you, okay? Respect goes both ways. You don't disrespect me, I won't disrespect you. I'm trying to talk, Alex.
I'm being stopped for being at the beach.
At beach after hours, right? Is it a law violation? Yes.
I've
you know
never
why?
heard of it.
Regardless if you've never heard of it, doesn't mean it's not the law. That's how the law goes. Okay?
Okay.
All right. I hope we have no other issues, okay? You're detained until my investigation is complete.
I'm detained?
Are you free to go? No. You're detained.
What am I being suspected of?
Alex, what are you not getting?
What am I being suspected of? What law am I breaking that I'm being...
Did I not tell you? Would you like me to repeat it again?
Show me it first
No, I don't have to show you.
Yes,
I don't have to show you.
You're suspecting me of doing something.
I'm not suspecting you. You are doing it. You're in the park after hours. This is Paradise Beach Park. It's a county park. The county ordinance is 78-103.
My dad works for the county. He's never even...
Okay.
This is...
Your dad works for the county and what? And what?
This is not a felony.
Your dad works for... It's a misdemeanor.
It's not a misdemeanor.
It is. How do you know?
Because I'm not stupid.
Okay. Stay there.
Can you call someone like a supervisor? I've never been pulled over for
Alex, you're not understanding.
Can you just get a supervisor?
No, can you stop talking?
I want to see a supervisor.
Okay. One is not going to appear in front of you because you asked for one.
You can call a supervisor.
Oh, you can wait, can't you?
Call a supervisor.
Don't I got to call your tag out first? Can't you wait?
That's fine. You can do that.
Okay, well, you'll wait for a supervisor when I finish.
Now, we all know once you ask for a supervisor, they have to call one. Now, obviously, this officer's feeling some type of way, how he was talking to him earlier, and he's all in his feelings. That's why he's being like, well, you know, you could just wait for one.
Well, then you shouldn't argue with the police. Walk over to my vehicle.
Well, when I'm getting stopped for something that's ridiculous.
Regardless if it's ridiculous or not, just because you feel it's ridiculous, right? You comply with a lawful order. A lawful order was you come over to my car. A lawful order was you step out of your car. You tell me, no, you're not going to do it. Lawful orders, you put your hands behind your back because you're being detained. These are lawful orders, Alex. Well, you did it. You did do something. Sorry, can you turn off? For trespassing in the beach after hours.
Seriously? Like, are you trying to be a dick?
Can you wait? Okay, then wait. Continue to wait. Yeah, I know. I just told you, Alex. Why don't you just listen to the directions? It's simple. I don't work on it. It's easier to handcuff people without that. Which part? The trespassing the beach that I tried to explain to you like 3 times?
fine. I know I didn't do anything wrong, so I'm okay.
We'll be on the paper.
Also, I'm gonna need your name and badge and whatever.
It's on your paper. Are you on the force or anything?
No, I don't do drugs.
You don't do drugs or drink. Okay. Are you prescribing any medicine?
No.
No, you're not. Do you have any drugs you think in your vehicle? That's what
I know for sure I don't have drugs in my vehicle.
Is that vehicle registered to you?
Yes, it is.
It's registered to you? Are you the only person that drives that vehicle?
I'm the only person that drives the vehicle.
Okay.
There's nothing in my truck.
I appreciate it.
Are you gonna call a supervisor? You have yet to do that.
You know 10 code? Or signal?
No, I don't.
Okay, then how would you know if I would call it? I don't have to verify you. That's your issue, Alex. You're having trouble with authority and having trouble with understanding that we don't have to do things on your time. That's literally the whole reason why we're in this predicament right now. I'm talking, Alex. Let me explain it real quick.
I'm being searched right now?
No, you're not only being searched, you're detained right now because a law violation. Law violation is trespassing in the city park at the beach at their hours. Spread your feet, Alex. I think it's ridiculous that you don't listen to directions. I think that's true. Now you are. It took me a while, right? I wasn't rude. I asked you multiple times, but we don't have to sit here and just let you disrespect me. Yeah, in a second. Come have a seat.
I'm in handcuffs for going to the beach.
Oh, no, you're in handcuffs because you violated all the law.
Now, in most cases, when officers see somebody at the park or beach, they usually be like, hey, you gotta go. But with this officer, for trespassing him and putting him in handcuffs all because he got his feelings hurt is crazy.
Stand back up. Let's see if my supervisor is available to come out here on the beach. What do you want to talk to him about? I need to know before
Everything.
I tell him.
Everything that's happening.
I don't know everything. You gotta tell me so I can let him know, like, specifically what you want to talk to him about.
Why I'm being detained.
Why are you being detained?
Why
Okay.
I'm being stopped.
Why specifically? Detained and stopped is the same thing. So we can cover that one real quick.
Why I'm being stopped at the beach by a police officer?
Yes.
I have to get in your car?
Yes, you do.
For what?
Because you're detained.
I don't have to be in your car if I'm
If you don't get in my car, you're going to jail for
Oh my
resistance.
gosh. Whatever, man. This is ridiculous, dude.
I didn't do anything. You did, Alex. You're not understanding. You didn't do anything because you know you've done everything.
Well, can I at least see a supervisor?
You can talk to one if he's available.
If he's available, there should be one available.
That's not how, Alex, listen to me. I'm trying to get through to you. You're not understanding. I'm going to let you speak to a supervisor. I'm not trying to go this far with you, but you're pushing it this far because of these simple things. I'm going to get you a supervisor. Are you from, you say you're born and raised in this area?
I've lived in Melbourne
What
my whole
city?
life.
Melbourne
Yes,
specifically?
I've lived here
or
my
Indian
whole life.
Atlantic?
I've lived here my life.
So what if we have a shooting right now? Our supervisor is going to be tied up on something. That's why I have to check to make sure he's available
Can you
for
get
your
any
phone
other?
call.
Can you get
If
any other
he's-
officer?
No, this is my stop. No one's going to come out here but me. This is my area that I work, okay?
Okay.
We don't do everything on your time, but I'll check for you, okay? Whatever about what? Okay. Have you ever been to jail before?
No.
Are you on probation?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Spread your guns. There you go. All right, Alex. So first, when you come in contact with police, we ask you to do something. Regardless if you think it's the law or not the law, just follow directions. It's as simple as it gets. I get you probably felt like or still feel like that your rights, I violated your rights. My supervisor's been doing this for like 20 years, and I've been doing this for like 3 or 4 years, okay? It's as simple as it gets. Follow directions. Keep release, basically. We don't follow directions. Are you listening to me? We don't follow directions. That's where issues arise. So the first issue, you know where the first issue was? No, I can explain this to you, and because it's an education thing. If you don't want it to be an education thing, I can take you to the county jail for resisting and trespassing the county park, and your dad can bail you out of jail. Do you want to do it that route? It's a $1,000 bond. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I'd rather hear you.
Okay, well, I would rather you give me respect as well. You're not respecting me. That's all I'm asking for, Alex. I'm not asking for a lot. If you don't want to, then don't do it. But I feel like you're a good person, and you just feel like your rights are violated. It's just understandable. Simple issue, Alex. You don't know this. Not a lot of people know this. That's why we're out here doing these contacts, because people do not know the law. But like my supervisor said, and like I told you, just because you don't know the law, the Supreme Court has already said there's no ignorance to law. Basically meaning, regardless if you know it or not, you can't break it. You would have said, hey, I don't know the law. Okay, you got your ID? Yeah, I got it. Here you go. If you thought I was wrong, if I was you, I would call when I leave here and say, hey, your officer did this to me. We have body cams. Everything's on camera. If I did something wrong, I'll be hooked up for it. They would have knew. However, I wouldn't sit here and argue with an officer on the beach. I wouldn't tell an officer no. Doesn't matter who it is. If an officer tells me to do something, I'm going to do it. Because you know when you say no to an officer, do you know what that means? It means you're resisting. I gave you a lawful order to step out of the car and to turn the car. I told you to turn the car off or step out, and your answer was no. That's all I need for resisting. So now I have my trespassing in the park, and now you're resisting. If I wanted to, do you know what I could have did? Not just took you to jail, but how would I got you out of the car? Pulled you out by force. I didn't have to do anything else. I didn't have to say, okay, Alex, I think you should do this. I didn't have to say anything. You said no, I could have reached in there and grabbed you out and used whatever force is necessary to get you out of the vehicle. Doesn't have to go that far. Then you demand a supervisor every 2 seconds. We don't run on your time. I'm here because you put me in this situation to put you in handcuffs, to put you in the back of my car. I'm not here because I'm just want to mess with Alex today. If you wouldn't have did the violation, you wouldn't have been in the back of my car. If you wouldn't have gave me a hard time, then we could have probably been out of here by now. But you just wouldn't get it. I told you I would show you the law on my computer, all that other stuff. I'm not showing you. It's on paper now, because now I'm trespassing you from the park. You can't come back to this park in a year. If you do come back, you're going to jail. This park closes dawn to dusk. I explain that to everybody, and I'm going to explain it to you. Dusk right here is at 5:55, I believe, right now. You can search it up. It's public records. That's dusk. And then it goes to dawn. It's 3 signs here. You might not see the signs. That doesn't mean that the law is not there. All parks are like this in Brevard County. All parks are like this in Melbourne. Some of them close some of them are 8-8, some of them 7-7, some of them are dawn to dusk. You can probably tell this is not our first time doing this. We usually always do this. There's a sign at the entrance and 2 before you go on the beach. Start, you might not see it, but that's why I'm here to explain it to you. You want to push it further, I'll push it. You want to sign your trespass? You don't have to if you don't. No. If you don't want to sign it, I'll just put refuse on it. If you don't, you really don't have to sign it. It doesn't mean you agree with it. It just means I gave you a copy, really. But it's up to you. I just put refuse. You'll be good to go.
Either way, I still can't.
You still can't come back in a year. So luckily, it's a beach down there at Canova, and it's
All this officer had to do was just tell him, hey, you gotta go. From being trespassed to a beach is really crazy.
a couple more beaches down there.
So if I say I refuse to sign it,
You're still going to be trespassed. People say that or think that, but they're still going to be trespassed. Yeah. But it's way better than going to jail, because you know what happens if you go to jail, there's You don't want to sign it? If you want to sign it. If you don't want to, I just want to. If you go to jail, here's what happens to that car. It gets towed. You got to pay the tow fee. You got to pay the tow fees. You got to have the bond. The bond is, like I said, $1,000. So you have to pay that $1,000 bond. There's the problem. There's a lot of things that go with it. Next time if you have police contact, just talk to the police and explain it. Don't berate the police officer. Do not say, I need a supervisor. Because the same thing I told you is the same thing my supervisor told you. Nothing different. We wouldn't probably have to go this far if we would have just been easy, nice, and easy. Turn this something that can happen. Okay? Hopefully this is a learning lesson for you. Hopefully I got something. Here's your stuff back. I'm not taking you to jail tonight. You have any questions for me?
And that's the end of that video. My take on that, you could tell in the beginning that this officer felt some type of way, because when this guy was trying to ask for a supervisor, you had this officer try to be smart and try to say, oh no, you're gonna wait for him, like right here.
You're not understanding.
Can you just get a supervisor?
No, can you stop talking?
I want to see a supervisor.
Okay. One is not gonna appear in front of you because you asked for one.
You can call it supervisor.
Oh, you can wait, can't you?
You already know anytime that you ask for a supervisor, the officer's gonna be like, okay, you know, I called for one. Like, it was just a simple fact that he just had to be smart with it, try to say, oh no, you're gonna have to wait for one. Like, clearly he felt some type of way and he was in his feelings. And like towards the end, this officer was saying that you either gonna let me explain or you're gonna go to jail. Like right here.
Because it's an education thing. If you don't want it to be an education thing, I can take you to the county jail for resisting and trespassing the county park, and your dad can bail you out of jail. Do you want to do it that route? It's a $1,000 bond. I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I'd rather be educated.
Okay, well,
It's crazy how this officer's trying to say he trying to go by the law and everything, but I don't know what law says that if you don't let me explain, I could just take you to jail. Like, he could have just let this dude go, and he didn't even have to trespass him. Like, it made no sense to trespass this guy because this dude was just sitting in the park minding his own business. I understand it could have been a little bit after hours, but most of the time when any officer see you doing that, if they see you not doing nothing wrong, they always be like, okay, you can leave. But with this officer, since he wasn't shown respect, he had to go extra, put him in handcuffs, and then take him out of handcuffs, and then try to say, oh, if you don't want me to explain, I could just take you to jail, which is crazy, man. But that's my take on it, though. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. How you feel about this Melbourne, Florida police officer for having this dude detained for being at the park a little bit after hours, having him in handcuffs and taking out of handcuffs, and then threatening him with arrest if he doesn't respect him or listen to him explain, which is crazy, man. Like I said, like, you have these officers where they get people that don't know their rights like that, and they just try to go on a complete power trip and like try to scare him with jail. And this is a prime example with this officer right here. But that's my take on it, though. Let me know what y'all think about in the comment section. Make sure to like, subscribe, and y'all have a wonderful day.